Welcome to the Bird Reaction. My name is Michael Walker, and today guest with me is my daughter Samantha.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here again. Thank you for having me.
Samantha, we got another good one for reaction to a good horror story, The Conjuring.
Yeah, I guess it's Halloween in July, right? Does a Hallmark have Christmas in July? Does Halloween in July?
Well, most of us, some of us, like me, I love Halloween time. I love the fall, I love the decoration, I love the kids and costume, and I love horror movies.
Yeah, around here we watch one scary movie every night for the month of October. It's just a little traditional thing that we do, and sometimes we like to play little pranks and scare those around us, but we really get into the spirit, so really it's Halloween year-round for us.
Well, let's go ahead and get into this reaction today. So, if you will, Sam, what you think about it?
Yeah, so I'm going to read you a little synopsis of what The Conjuring is about if you've never seen it. It's a paranormal movie, for one, if you have no idea what this is. And if you like good, scary movies, this is one to watch. So this movie says in 1971, family man Roger Perron and his wife Carolyn moved to an old farmhouse in Rhode Island with their daughters, Andrea, Nancy, Christine, Cindy, and April. The family finds a hidden basement, which the entrance is locked with planks. Soon they are haunted by noises and ghosts, and Carolyn meets the famous paranormal investigators, Lorraine and Ed Warren. They visit the house, and Lorraine and Ed feel that the house is possessed by a fiend. Lorraine and Ed bring his friends Drew and Brad to help them collect evidences to convince the church that it is necessary in exorcism to save the Perron family from evil. So, all of the Conjuring movies, if you did not know this, are based on true stories from Ed and Lorraine Warren. And I think these are just fantastic movies because it has that element of, hey, some of this is true. Yeah, some of it's Hollywood. Some of it's true. I mean, it makes it scary, right?
Yeah, it makes it very scary. Ed and Lorraine Warren is very respected.
Demonologist.
Yeah, and Paranormal. They was the one who went to Amityville Horror House, as we know about the Lutz family there, about what happened. And
the DeFeo murders.
Yes, that was there. So they was real popular in that, and these right here was movies or true stories that they have told that they have experienced. And like what you said, some of it's Hollywood and other parts is true story, but we got to understand this was based on true events.
Yeah, based on true events. And if you're one of those people that's listening and you're like, oh, I don't believe in demons, give these movies a watch. It may change your mind because these, real things and real stories. And I think to me that's what scares me, right? Is that this not actually could happen, but stuff like this did happen.
Yes, and today we got lots of shows on television. You got you had the Ghost Hunters, the Ghost Adventurers, the Dead Files, the lots of it on Ghost Story. Now I'm kind of like, I guess you say like. Number one, I'm a Christian. I'm kind of like a
demonologist.
Yes, I don't believe that the dead can come back here, but I do believe these people are experienced. Everything they're saying, they truly are experienced. I believe that it's demons, and when you watch ghost movies and things like this, usually something bad happened in home, just like this one.
Absolutely.
So tell what happened. I believe it is that they are seeing things. I don't think it's ghosts. I think it's demonic. So tell what this movie is about and what they've seen.
So basically in this one, when it comes to the end, without spoiling the whole movie, you find out that a mother had sacrificed her kid in the basement of this house, the bottom of this house. So any mother who lived there, this entity, this spirit, this fiend would attach themselves to the mother. And one scene you see it actually enters the mother and kind of takes over and tries to harm the kids. And Ed and Lorraine kind of have to try to step in to help this mother regain her senses and really herself, to realize that it's the spirit that's not her, so the kids don't get harmed. They think it's the house, and they actually leave the house at one point, but they find out it's not. Like, the demon has attached itself to this mother, and it's really good. Of course, I'm not going to spoil the ending. As the picture you see, Lorraine does go out there because Lorraine can see things that other people can't see. She can interact with places and the dead and things like that. And so, she may be looking in a window and seeing a demon standing there, or seeing a mother, or a child that was hung outside. She can see those things. She kind of has that connection with the supernatural. So this one's all about a mother being possessed and honestly trying to kill her children.
Yeah, and she loved her children. Don't get wrong, but in this movie,
a sickness.
This demon took control of her, and it was out to repeat the history and to kill. Have his mother repeat what happened in the past, keep it going, and kill her children. But Lorraine and Ed does help the family, help the father and the wife and the kids and things like this. So it was an excellent movie, and plus it had its moments where you're not careful, you would jump, you scream, you holler. And I like that about horror movies. I like horror movies to be horror movies. I like it how someone can jump in the screen and make you want to jump, make you want to yell, and things like that, make that heart going 100 miles an hour, keep you on your toes. So I really like that. So what will you rate this movie?
The first Conjuring, if I want a really good scary movie, something that's going to keep me up at night because of the reality factor of it, this movie scared me and still does when I watch it. So I'm going to give this one a 9.5.
9.5. Out of a score of 1 to 10, what would you give as for, will you watch it again?
Oh, 10, absolutely. Whenever I can, I'll watch it again. I love them. I love when they come out with a new one. I think that Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga are so good together. Their chemistry is great on screen. And to me, that does make a difference too. But absolutely, I'll watch it anytime I can.
I have to give it a 10. I think it was a very good story. And the actors who play Ed and Lorraine does such a good job in this movie and keep you on your toes. I had to give it a 10. The Conjuring is worth watching, and a movie that you need to put down. If you like horror movies, you need to watch this. Now, they made a part 2.
Absolutely, they did.
So tell us a little bit about the Conjuring Part 2.
Okay, this one came out in 2016. The first Conjuring came out in 2013. And it says, in 1977 in Field, the paranormal investigators Lorraine and Ed Warren traveled to London to help the Hodgsons after sensing their daughter to be possessed and her 4 children haunted by supernatural happenings. Peggy Hodgson asks for help when a malicious entity takes possession of the second eldest Janet. However, there is something more threatening, not only for the inhabitants but also for the investigator couple, something they couldn't even imagine. I think, to me, the big thing on this one, okay, going through what it is, there's these daughters, and one of them becomes possessed, and Ed and Lorraine travel to London to help her with this exorcism. To me, what big thing came out of this was the first time Ed and Lorraine seen Valak. And if you don't know who Valak is, it is the demon, the entity that the movie The Nun was based off of. It's the first time they seen The Nun, and it really scared Lorraine and Ed. Like, to me, that was one of the biggest things to come out of this movie, because I mean, if you've never seen that itself is such a scary figure, right? You see a nun, just the unknown of that, but in demon-wise, I mean, it's insane.
And they did do a spin-off, like you said. They made the movie The Nun.
They did, and an interesting thing about that is the actress in the Conjuring movies is Vera Farmiga. Her younger sister is also an actress, and it's Tessa Farmiga, and she plays the main character in the movie The Nun, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, that was very interesting. And I have to say that Part 2 was just as good as Part 1.
Yeah, for sure. It was just as scary. I want to say that we've seen it in theaters. I think I remember seeing it in theaters. Fantastic movie, like you said. You know, the Conjuring movies, if you want to see a good scary movie, because again, this is based on a true story. And there's just something about little kids being possessed by demons that it's scary.
And something about knowing that it's based on a true story, that this is events that did happen.
Yeah.
And yes, Hollywood does change it to make it a little bit more interesting, but the storyline is still the same. Do I believe that a person can be possessed by a demon if they're not a Christian, yes, they can be possessed by a demonic spirit. And you see in these movies where they have to do an exorcism to get the spirit out. And but you know what people gotta understand is you give doorways to these things to come in you and things like this.
Yeah, and I think in the next Conjuring movie, we'll kind of explore that more, how it was invited into the home. But on this one, on the Conjuring 2, they talk about how initially they thought that the family was kind of faking it. They thought it was a hoax. Yeah. They didn't think it was real until after they had left and they realized, hey, this is real. And something about all of these movies, they take, and the Warrens, after they do an investigation, they take an artifact from whatever they were doing, and they have an occult museum in their home. And so they have something from every investigation in that occult museum. And in this one, I want to say it's a little like merry-go-round toy that does, the sound, and you see that in multiple movies. But I think.
Lots of people think stuff like this, like you said, they try to say it's fake and stuff. Well, they try to say Amityville was fake, and there's people who live up there who say it's fake, but this is fact. Mm-hmm. There was a boy who killed his entire family in that house.
He said someone told him to do it.
And said that someone told him to do it in his head. That is not normal for people to act that way. So to me, there was something going on in that home to cause a son to kill his mom and dad and his sister. So the Conjuring with this, is about a demonic spirit, but we see what happened at the end. The family was restored, and it was, it's real good. So what would you give a score for The Conjuring 2?
The Conjuring 2, I would probably give it an 8. It's still really scary. Well, okay, I'm going to change that to a 9 just because of the fact that we did get introduced to the nun, who I thought was extremely scary in that movie, and the nun movie itself, which is, it's in the Conjuring family, was equally as scary. So because we got introduced to Valak in this one, I'm going to give it a 9.
And some people, have said that they didn't really care for the nun, but it's one of them movies, you either like it or you hate it. And I must say I liked it. I thought the nun was very good. Another good movie, a good one to watch. So the Conjuring Part 2, I had to give it a 9. It was very good, very entertaining. Good actors, good production, keep you on your toes, so I have to give it a 9.
Absolutely. And then on the third movie, okay, this one just came out. If you missed it, it was on HBO Max. You could probably rent it or get it on Amazon Prime. It may still be in theaters in some places. We had to wait 4 years for this one, but again, fantastic. And it was so different than the other movies. I mean, this one was kind of more personal to Ed and Lorraine, and it wasn't just a possession. It went so much further than that. So, in this one, 1981, only a few years after Michael Taylor's particularly violent Upset murder case that shocked the United Kingdom, and Janet Hodgson's blood-curdling infield haunting case in The Conjuring 2, the experienced investigators of the unexplained Ed and Lorraine Warren found themselves in Brookfield, Connecticut. There, Ed and Lorraine encountered something they'd never seen before. After the challenging exorcism of 8-year-old David Glatzel, Arnie Johnson, a young friend of the Glatzels, began exhibiting increasingly strange behavior. Then, more and more, the suffocating stranglehold of evil tightened around everyone involved, leading to murder and Johnson's incarceration. But, according to Arnie, evil forces were at work. Did the devil indeed make him do it? So, this one, what happens is there's a little 8-year-old boy that is possessed, and the Warrens are called to excise this demon from him. And in the middle of it, Ed gets hurt. And Arnie, who is...
I think he had a heart attack, didn't he?
Well, first he just got knocked over.
Yeah.
But then the little boy did jump on him, and it was the demon. It wasn't the little boy, it was the demon, and told him he would stop his heart. So Ed has a heart attack, and then Arnie, who is actually dating the 8-year-old boy's sister, is concerned because he's close to him, and he just grabs him and he's telling the demon, take me instead, take me instead. Well, that's letting him in, right? So the demon absolutely goes. And then, so you're dealing with Arnie, who he's killed someone, and now he is on trial for murder, and they're trying to say that it was not really him, but he was possessed, and trying to get him out of prison because of that, as a reason for the murder. And Ed and Lorraine Warren are trying to figure out what happened, how this demon even got attached to the kid in the first place, and then Arnie, and they find out that there was a demonic, like a satanic altar built under the house, like placed under the house, and that's how the boy got possessed. And there was other people that this happened to as well in a close period. And they found the woman that was responsible for this and pretty much trying to destroy her altar. Now, again, some of this is Hollywood. Arnie really did get possessed, and he really did murder someone. He was found guilty of the murder, but he only had to serve 5 years. But they did try to use the reason of possession.
Yeah, and Ed and Lorraine was with them all the way with his lawyers and things like that, and was able to talk about the paranormal and give their statements and things. And one thing we need to take from part 3 is never ask a demon to come in you.
Yeah.
Because that did open the door, and it did left that little boy and went in him, and then things started slowly happening till he ended up in rage and he killed an individual. And basically that's where the story, was all about, and how Ed and Lorraine stood by his side, got a lawyer, and their plea was going to be possession. And we did see he still went to jail, but he only got a sentence for 5 years. So I thought part 3 was good, very educational. Mm-hmm. Very good storyline, and immediately, whenever it starts, it's wide open.
Yeah.
I mean, when this movie starts, how some movies, Sam, it takes a while to build up before it gets to where it's supposed to. This one starts wide open from the beginning. You know what's happening, and the whole family was there while the boy was going through his problem with this demon, and the girl boyfriend was there, and the boyfriend was friends with the little boy, and he was just trying to help him, and then he told his spirit to enter him, not knowing why he was doing it, and it did, and it caused a problem for him, but very interesting, very good, very educational,
scary, jump scares.
Yeah, the demon parts in it was very scary. The ending parts of it, and plus it had I like it at the end of the movie where it showed real pictures from the case.
Right.
It showed the altar part, real picture that was found under that house and things like this. Mm-hmm. So they was able, and that altar was under that boy's bedroom.
Yeah, right under the bed.
Right under where he slept at. Yeah. So it was really, really interesting and very good. And I have to say, I probably had to give it a 10. Part 3 was very good, so I would have to give it 10. What would you give it?
Yeah, I would probably give it, a 9.5 or a 10 because it is so good. I mean, I think I watched it. I've already seen it 3 times. Fantastic movie. I mean, if I want to watch a good scary movie, I know I can watch The Conjuring no matter how many times I've seen them. And one really good thing about them is that unlike other, scary movies that have many in the franchise, this series, they're always connected. So it may just be one little thing from one movie to the next, but they're always connected. One movie may end showing a video of this boy being possessed, and the next story may be all about that. So, and I enjoy that. Or they always show the museum, the occult museum, putting things in there. They mention their daughter. They mention Annabelle a lot because Annabelle is from this series, but not the doll like they have. It is a Raggedy Ann doll, but they always mention those, and of course keeping the same actors, Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, and their chemistry again is fantastic. So for me that's important. I like seeing the same type of storylines, the same actors if you go from one movie to the next.
Yeah, I hate it when they change the actors. Yeah. I like it when they keep the same actors. It just make you kind of have a closer contact with them.
Connection, you feel.
So, and I hope they come out with another one.
Yeah,
I know there's plenty more stories from Ed and Lorraine that they have done throughout the years, and I hope they do some more. It'd be nice if they do a remake of Amityville Horror
Yeah.
with Ed and Lorraine, the ones that play Ed and Lorraine in it. I think it'd be real good, and plus be able to see the pictures that they have and the museum have of what happened in that home. So that'd be good. So we hope you enjoy the Conjuring today, part 1, 2, and 3 as we discussed it. I'd like to have my daughter Samantha with us. And we want you to take time and to join the Brother Reaction, join our family, and by doing that, just subscribe and hit the bell icon, and that will let you know when we upload a new video. Also, to be part of this family, we want you to leave comments. We want to know what you like about the video or something you saw that maybe someone else didn't see. And put it in the comments. Tell us what rating you give it and what horror movies that you like. Like I said, I like horror movie. I don't like movies like I said, Blade. It's more of an action vampire. It's not scary.
Well, you do like Blade movies, but if you want a horror movie.
I want a horror movie.
Yeah.
When I get ready for Halloween or want to watch a scary movie, I want to see something that is scary, make you on the edge of your seat. So that's what I like. Tell us some movies like that you'd like for us to do a reaction to. So we hope you enjoy it today and be looking for more of our video. But please subscribe to our channel, hit the bell, and comment and give us a thumbs up. We would appreciate that so much. And we hope you have a good day and we hope you enjoy it. Until next time.